Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to configure a multi-topology VPN. So this is our existing topology, and we have a vBond, vManage, vSmart, and we have kept VH2 and VH22 as our hub routers, and VH1, 3 and 4 are our spoke routers. I just simplified this topology, keeping only the hub routers in the top and spoke routers in the bottom, just for understanding. The controllers are all still connected. So if you see this, I have 3 VPNs now in all the VEdge and C-Edge devices, and in this video I'm going to show you how to keep VLAN 10 and VLAN 30 under hub and spoke topology. And you can see I have marked VPN 20 in green, for which it will be continuing to work as a full mesh topology. So right now all routers can reach all the other VPNs, like from VH1 to CH4 VPN 10, 20, 30 we can directly reach. It is in full mesh. Once we configure the multi-topology policy, VPN 10 to reach VPN 10 in CH4, it has to go to your hub router and then reach there. And same VPN 30 from VH1 to reach CH4, it has to go via hub. And VPN 20, it can directly reach your CH4 and CH3. It don't have to go via the hub router. So now I'm in vManage. I'm going to configuration policies. So right now I have deactivated all the policies. I'm going to create a new policy for our multi-topology. I'm going to click on add policy. The first step is to create the group of interest. And if you go under VPN, so previously in my lab, if you watched my previous videos, I kept only VPN 10 just for simplicity. So now I have multiple VPNs. I'm going to create one more list for VPN. So this list I'm going to give VPN 10-30, and when you're giving two VPNs, you can separate it with commas, like 10:30. So I'm going to add this. So now I have a new VPN list that is having the entry 10 and 30. So TLOC we already configured for your hub site, and site also we already have hub site and spoke sites. Spoke sites we have spoke site, the site ID is 11, 13 and 14, that is your VH1, VH3 and CH4. So now we go next. So when you click on add topology, for multi-topology or a partial hub and spoke, we have to use custom control policy, because when you choose a hub and spoke policy, it will include all the VPNs basically. So for multi-topology we should always select a custom control. So I'm just going to name it multi-topology. So the steps are same. You have to click on the sequence type, click on root, add sequence rule, select the VPN and select the sites. These are we are going to match. So the VPN list, we have to select the new VPN list that we have created, that is VPN 1030. And site list, I'm going to select the spoke sites, because we are going to apply it on the spoke sites. Now on the action, when you click action, click on accept and click on TLOC. So we are going to accept and set the value of TLOC. So don't forget to save, match and action. And let's go to the default action. Default action, you can click on edit. By default it will be reject. You have to click on accept. Don't forget to save, match and action. So now we have created our sequence. Let's save the control policy. So it is created now. I'm going to give next. So we are not doing anything here. Again we can give next. So this is the actual policy name. I'm going to give multi topology VPNs 1030. So here I have to click on new site list. In the outbound direction I have to select my spokes. So basically it's going to set the TLOC of hub routers when it advertises the packets towards your spoke routers, so that the spoke routers will reach your hub routers as the next stop. You have to click on add. Let's preview this. So we have a control policy multi-topo and matching the route and VPN list 1030 all spoke sites, and the action I'm setting the TLOC list of our hub site, TLOC hub sites. This is just a list of spokes and TLOCs and VPN whatever we have, and here we are applying the spoke list, and we are applying in the outbound direction. That is, when I receive a route from my spoke router, the vSmart receives that, and when it advertises to your other spoke router, it will set the TLOC of your hub router and then advertise. I'm just saving it. So before I activate this multi-topology policy, I just want to show you the current scenario that we are in the full mesh. We'll go to the VH1. Just want to show you the trace route. So now I'm going to trace from my VH1 to CH4 for VPN 10. VPN 10 IP is 160.10.10.1. So I have to select VPN 10, its interface. The IP is 60.10.10.1. So it should be reaching directly, and same I'm doing for VPN 20 now. Selecting a source IP. This is 24.20.20.1. So again I'm going directly. So now let's do for VPN 30. So VPN 30 destination is 24.30.30.1 and source will be 21.30.30.1. So I'm going to select VPN 30. Source will be 21.30.30. Destination will be 24.30.30.1. So I'm going directly. So after we apply the policy, only for 20 we will go directly. For 10 and 30 we will go via the hub router. So now let's go to the configuration policies. So this is our new policy, multi-topology VPN 10 and 30. I'm going to right click and then click on activate. So it is getting pushed now to our vSmart. Okay, now we can see the policy is successfully pushed to our vSmart. Now let's go to our networks. Same VH1. Going to do the trace route. So now let's do for VPN 10. We'll go in the same flow 160.10.10.1. Source will be 10.1. This is for VPN 10. Okay, now we can see we are going via the hub and then to your CH4. That is from VH1. I'm going to 172.168.10 segment and then going to my 160. So 172.168.10 segment is our hub router. So now I'm going to test for VPN 20. Source will be 21.20.20.1 and destination will be, let's verify that. So I'm in VH1 now. Source will be 21.20.20.1 and destination will be 24.20.20.1. So destination is 24.20.20.1. So this should go directly, yeah. So now you can see it is not going via the hub. So VPN 20 goes directly. And now let's see for the VPN 30, that is in our hub and spoke. So that IP will be 24.30.30.1. I'm going to start the trace. So that is going via your hub router. So this is nothing but your hub. So this 22.30.30.1 is nothing but your hub router IP. You can see here 22.30.30.1. So we have seen like for VPN 10 and the 30 we are going via the hub router. For VPN 20 we are going via directly to your other edge devices. So that is still working in a full mesh topology. So now we will see that in the CLI. I'm again going to my VH1 only. Let's check the show IP route for all the OMP routes. I'm in VH1. I given show IP route pipe include OMP. First check for the VPN 10. So these are the highlighted one for VPN 10. So we are receiving this many routes in VPN 10, and the next hop, if you see 20.20.1 is our vEdge 2. We can verify that here. Show run system. You can see 20.20.1 is our hub, and show run system. So this is 22.22.1 is our hub. So vEdge 2 and 22 is our hub. So we can see all the routes that we receive from our other spoke locations. The next hop points to our hub, because 10 is in our hub and spoke topology, and 30 also you can see. This is the VPN 30, and the next hop points to our hub routers. Now if you see the VPN 20, this directly points to our the vEdges, because it is in full mesh. 20.20.20.1 is our vEdge 2, 30.30.30.1 is our vEdge 3. You can verify that. Show run system. You can see 30.30.1 is our vEdge 3, and 60.60.1 is our cEdge 4. 22 is our vEdge 22. So you can see we have a multi topology in this vEdge 1. Like for VPN 10 and 30 we have hub and spoke topology, and for VPN 20 we have a full mesh. Verify the same in our vEdge 3 also. Show IP route, IP include OMP. So again, let's see for 10, it points to the hub router, and VPN 30, that is in hub and spoke, that is also pointing to our hub, and 20 points to 10.10.10.1 is nothing but our vEdge 1 system IP, and then vEdge 2, cEdge4, and this is our vEdge 22. So that's the procedure how we configure the multi-topology. We can call it as a multi-topology. Also we can say it's a partial hub and spoke topology, because for few VPN we keep hub and spoke, and for few VPNs we are keeping it as a full mesh.